Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another one. We're out here at really one of the first locations I started covering for Cars and Coffee. So I wanted to come back out here, show them some support. We're out here at Tustin Flight, or Legacy Flight out here in Tustin. They do a once a month thing. This month their theme is American cars. But what I find is they've got a good mix of everything, and whatever the month's theme is, they always line that up in the first row, give them, and those vehicles the support, and then in the second, third, and fourth rows, everything else just kind of shows up and they cluster them together. So we're waiting on everybody to roll in. It's real early. That's another thing I like about it. They do this starting at like 7:30 in the morning, which is cool because you can do this for a couple hours and still go to something else, which is always a fun thing here in SoCal. It's one of the things I'll miss is that you can't just like hit 3-4 things like that on the East Coast. But that's definitely going to be the goal. They sounded pretty good coming in. So I'm going to run around. I'm going to show you guys what comes in today. We're going to have a little fun. As always, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for your support. Drop those comments and come on, let's get at it. All right, guys, you know how we do. Let's do a little walking and talking. Let's run through. Again, one of the fun things about being out here is they have a really nice eclectic mix of cars. So like, check out the Porsche. I was talking with the owner on this. Car had an engine fire before he owned it. He got it after that, rebuilt it. It's full like rally spec, caged out, everything else. And it's cool. He's just gonna have fun with it. He's gonna do a bunch of, you guys are good. He's gonna do a bunch of off-roading and everything else with it. And I mean, I love something like that where it's just a ton of fun. And it's not the normal. Behind that we've got a new GT3 RS, which is always fun. And then an old school Jag. I think my favorite thing on those, besides that they're always that green, is like that whole big huge front like clamshell opens up and like tilts onto like the front bumpers, which is really cool. I don't know, just a cool design element. We got our buddy coming out with his Porsche. Looks like he's got the Integra behind it. They always roll out with a good group of cars. Got the new Type S. That's a good looking car. It is. I was just having a discussion with the Type S versus the FL5. That one's brand new. I know who that is. I didn't know he was driving that. That's cool. We'll have to go over. I'll go over and show you guys those cars in a few minutes. Those are fun. But let's walk the first couple rows. I'll show you again. We're doing American Muscle is the theme for today. So most everything in this first row will be that. You got the like 427 kit, nice little Raptor. Then we go down through the pink Mustang, nice little T-Bird. You got the big old Chevelle. I actually would be down for like an old school muscle car like this. It definitely has the like Fast and Furious Toretto vibe, Yeah, I remember when he was in Mexico. I think that's which one he was in. But yeah, and you got the pink Challenger. That thing sounded amazing when it came in. Go through a couple of the little pony cars, little Ranchero. It's kind of like the. There were a couple little like wagon type cars.
Can I interrupt you?
Yeah, okay. What's up?
The first one, I forgot.
All right, guys, we're back. That was fun. It's a guy I had met before. He's originally from Japan, but back in this area. So he was asking me some questions about Japan and the next time I'm going to be in Japan and everything else. And then some other technical questions about like importing cars and stuff like that. So we we had a little side conversation about that, which is great. That's one of the things. It's actually funny. I've already had 2 conversations about importing cars and, you know, which cars I like and all of that kind of stuff, and, you know, what still has value, or, you know, what's looking good at the moment. So I don't know. It's just fun. That's one of the things. You come out, you hang out with the enthusiasts and everything else, and those types of questions come up. So let's walk another row. Everybody's kind of like I said, this is an early event and it ends early, which is cool. But we have our buddy here with the NSX. You guys know, if you haven't seen the other videos, I love this car. The yellow on the NSX, the Advan GTs on it. I was talking to him. He's got some other special stuff coming up for that car, and potentially getting another Honda, which is cool. Let's see what else we got. The Pantera, you got the old Testarossa. That thing's incredible. Any of the ones that were like designed by Pina Ferreira, like they just look so cool. They have this really like artistic design to them. Full race prep Porsche. He's got the back opened up. Let's take a look at it. See what kind of surprise we've got in the back. The seats, everything else. I really like this. So this is your clue as to what we're gonna see back here. Okay. So full conversion to electric, and I kind of knew that because when he came in, he didn't make any noise. But it's full race car. Look, he's got the straps. He's got the straps for the rear windows and everything else. Wide bodied. This is actually really cool. And then one of those things is, you know, you take that old school stuff and you start doing like the electric motors in it and everything, and it turns that old car into like just a new crazy powerhouse. You guys can see, everybody just kind of hangs out, does their thing. Just a lot of people just kind of chilling and talking, and that's one of the things I really enjoy about this location. Is it's just that old school cars and coffee just hang out, and that's what I really like. And everybody kind of brings out the random stuff. You get the Mitsubishi right hand drive, the Pajero. That thing's super cool. I actually wouldn't mind one of those. That would be a fun little extra car just to kind of have. Had a bunch of really nice Porsches out today. Got the V-Dub. You got everything from the Speedsters on. I really like the Speedsters too. I don't know. I can't do one. I can't justify a little Speedster, but it would be a fun little car. I think I'd have to do like a 427 Cobra over the Speedster. Nice old Carrera. That's cool. That's cool. Said 512, so I may be wrong on the model number, but it's pretty cool. You guys will, I'm sure, already corrected me 12 times in comments if I missed it. Let's go down to our buddies down here. Check out that new Integra Type S that he came in on. Got a handful of the little Triumphs and everything down through this way, and a couple good Lotuses. So again, it's not a gigantic meet. It'll be curious to see if it gets larger now that Sunday Steel is closed down. Well, at least for now. You know, I told you guys it was going to happen. I kept seeing it for Sunday Steel, and I knew that was going to happen. But hopefully Sunday Steel will find a new location soon, and they'll get going again. But until then, there's going to be other meets like this one that are going to start picking up a lot of those vehicles. So we'll see. We'll see if this is one of the ones that ends up growing a little bigger because of it. It wouldn't surprise me. Everybody needs their outlet of where they want to go. So here's the group that was together. They got the Ferrari, they got the 5 Series, they got the new Type S. I wonder what he sold for this. Maybe he didn't sell anything. I don't know. He usually runs around in like an NSX and a couple other cars. The new Type S I like. I like it. I like the newer one with the fender flares. You know, they the previous one where they still gave it the Integra name, but it was like kind of the narrow body. I like it. I like the new Type S with the fender flares. It looks good. It looks a little meaty. It's kind of interesting that, you know, Honda Acura did almost the same car in between the FL5 and the Integra, you know, and the Integra is a little bit more refined. It has a little bit extra stuff. This is what you'd expect, you know, for an Acura versus the Honda. But I don't know. I need to drive one and see if I like it. But I don't know. It looks pretty good. What do you guys think? You like the Type S versus the FL5, or you like the FL5 better? I think it's kind of like a refinement thing for me, you know. So if you're up into the Acura name and brand, you probably will stay with that over the FL5. But man, the NSX looks good, first gen. I really like the way it just sits, you know, like that OEM Plus on the newer wheels with some stop techs. I'm definitely missing my Hondas, so we're gonna have to do something about that. We keep talking about the hatches and everything else, so you know I'm gonna have to get into a hatch pretty soon. There, I think I waited long enough, so we'll see how that goes. But we're gonna get out of here for the day. We're gonna head over to the next one. There's always fun stuff going on. There's always good stuff. So fun thing about SoCal, you do this one super early in the morning. Like I said, 7:30 this thing starts, and you know, within an hour or two, depending on how much time you spend talking to everybody and everything else, you get out of here, you go to the next one, or you know, you get home and you still have the whole day to do other stuff. So I'm gonna get out of here. Guys, thanks for hanging out to the end. I keep repeating it, but I really do. I appreciate all your support. Appreciate all your help growing this channel. That's it for today. You guys, stay tuned for the next one, and we'll keep growing this. We'll keep having fun. All right, let's get out of here.